Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video basically about how I became a CNA at the age of 16, my experience, and I have some questions here that I'm going to answer instead of just rambling, because as soon as I start, I'm not going to end. Like, I need to have some questions to, guide me. I'm wearing my scrubs because I had to fit the part. Anyway, I'm going to go into the questions, and yeah. So if you like to basically hear about my experience and hear some of the questions, just keep on. Number one question is it hard? If you don't really have a desire to do the work, it'll probably be hard for you because there's like a good amount of work that you need to do. So if you don't want to do it, then it'll be hard. Knowledge-wise, I personally don't think it was hard because I've been taking like the health science classes since my freshman year. So by my junior year, I basically knew most of this, like the skills part that was new to me, that I had to make sure I did like everything correctly. But like some of the things, like you just remember like learning it from the textbook, like blood pressure, you remember it should be 120/80. So my prior knowledge from having these health science class really did help me and not make it as hard for me. And that was also number two, was what did we do in the class, how's the workload and stuff like that. In the class we had to master the textbook side of it, the knowledge side of it, workbook, and then we had to do the skills part. I have the workbook that we had, the workbook for nursing assistants, and it just gave you questions like these and you had to fill it out. We had certain chapters that we worked on each week, and we had to finish this workbook. But I mean, it was basic. It wasn't really hard because it wasn't like not a lot of trick questions. It was just things that you need to know. Textbook was basically matched up with the workbook, which helped you. We had like 5 or 6 tests, I can't really remember. And then we had quizzes, stuff like that. The workload honestly wasn't that much. Passed the class with the A. Sometimes like the chapters would just sneak up on you. Like you had 10 chapters due whatever day, and it's just like, I need to be doing my work. Practice your skills. I feel like that was what really was like the best part in the class, because in like a college class we were exposed to like everything that a nursing assistant had to do, because you can literally be certified at whatever age you're in the class. I really like that because I like to be hands-on, I like visual, I like doing stuff like that. Clinicals. In your class you will have clinicals. I don't really know if it's the same for every class, but for my class we had 3 clinicals and we had to finish them an 8-hour shift, just like a certified nurse assistant would. We had to finish those. So I was so nervous because it's like, I'm only 16 years old. I was looking up what to expect. People were saying that they got poop thrown at them and stuff like that. I was just so scared. Like, did people make you cry? Nobody really made me cry, but I did get like sad at sometimes. Like, especially when we were leaving and like we would just sit and like talk about our day and just like, wow, we really are going home and they're like still here hurting, wanting to go in their own bed. Clinical was actually a really great experience. I feel like it opened my eyes up a lot to like really make me think like there's a lot of people, like you go to bed every night with your family. People in there, they don't really have their family coming in and out every day. Another question that I got was, did you start any arguments with any of the nurses or the patients? No, I didn't really, nobody like really gave a negative vibe towards me, and I wouldn't be starting any arguments with them. So no. One thing that was really crazy that I wasn't expecting was the smell. Not that like this is just, it was just like a lot of smells. Like you get the food, then you get like the poop, then you get like the throw up, then you get the pee, then you get, it's just a lot of smells. I had like an evaluation every day, and my CNA was just like, you need to learn how to control your facial expressions, because it was just like the smells linger, they intertwine, and it just not the best. But yeah, I think I did a really good job, because certain people, they would say when they were doing their clinicals they threw up, but I didn't do it. So I was just like, this is like the real deal. You're really in the facility, you're really here with your nursing assistant, you do everything. There's nothing that I don't think there's anything that of course, if you didn't practice the skill, don't say that you know how to do something and you never practiced it before, because you have these 3 clinicals so you can practice in your class, then come to your clinicals and do it. So make sure you ask questions. Make sure if you're doing something and you don't know what you're doing, ask questions. You haven't been here for years. You're just starting, you're still a student, so make sure you ask questions. And if you don't feel comfortable with your CNA, talk to your teacher and ask if you can switch. I think that's basically it for your clinical. So the last part of this video was how was testing. This was like one of the most nerve-wracking days ever. Make sure you have all your materials, because guess what? Sis left her social security card in the car, so my mom had to drive back and give me my social security card. So make sure you have everything, because if you don't have it, they are going to, you can't do your test like until further notice. And I feel like it is better for you to do it with your class because you feel comfortable with them. First part of the day you will spend doing your written part of the exam. Ask your teachers if they have any practice tests. Like, practice tests really help me when it comes to taking any type of test. I feel like the written portion was the easiest part. So after the written portion, we all stood outside the room while the proctor got like the fax machine, and basically printed out if you pass or fail. If you don't pass the first part, then it's like you already know you have to take it over again, because you have to pass both parts of the test or you fail. For the testing skills portion, you will have, I believe, 5 skills that you have to do in 25 minutes. You basically do all your skills with your partner except for the pericare, catheter care, and catheter care. So can tell, I don't want to break any rules, so I'm not gonna say exactly what I had, but work on what you don't know, so when you do it, you know it. For helping through the skills is basically me talking through my motions, because it helped me remember what to do next, and it helped me not feel so nervous. So now I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm washing my hands. I'm putting it in downward motion. I make sure I'm washing the water off paper towel and dry my hands and downward from my wrists to my fingertips. I'm gonna get the paper towel, turn off the water, then I'm gonna throw that away. And yeah, that really helped me talking through. And then the fax machine was acting like it didn't want to work when it was me and my partner's turn to get our scores back. And I got the paper, I saw pass, I just started screaming. I was like, yes! And then I was just like, wait, I didn't even see if my partner passed, and she passed. I was like, we passed. That's basically how I became a CNA at the age of 16. If you have any other specific questions, don't be afraid to leave them down below, because I feel like y'all are afraid to leave stuff down below. Like, I respond. Just make sure you check back and see that I respond, because I respond. And yeah, I think that's basically the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope if you're taking the class that you do great. You're gonna pass. If you guys enjoyed, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video with anybody that you know that wants to be a CNA or anything in the nursing field. Thanks for watching. Bye.